Okay, so I'm sure most of you listening have seen those bottles of CoQ10, like all over the place at the health food store.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, you see them and you think, oh, what is this stuff? What is the deal with this?
Right.
Today, we're going to go on a deep dive to unpack the science behind this really popular supplement.
Absolutely.
Our mission today is to really understand what CoQ10 is, what it does in the body, and does it actually live up to the hype?
Right.
Is it all hype, or is there something really to it?
Yeah.
And to help guide us through this fascinating world, we are turning to a review article in the Methodist DeBakey Cardiovascular Journal.
Okay.
So really a top-notch source in the cardiology world.
For sure. For sure.
So I guess maybe a good place to start would be like, what, IS CoQ10?
Yeah, so CoQ10, it's actually a naturally occurring compound that's found in every single cell in our bodies.
Oh, wow.
So it's not some, lab-created chemical or anything.
So it's already inside of us.
It is.
So then why are people taking it as a supplement?
Well, so think of CoQ10 kind of like the spark plugs in your car engine,
Okay.
It plays this vital role in helping our cells produce energy, which is essentially the fuel that keeps our body running.
Right.
And then on top of that, it acts as an antioxidant. So it's like these little warriors that are in there fighting off harmful molecules called free radicals that can damage our cells.
Wow. I never even realized it was working so hard for us in the background.
It is. It's busy.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I guess that kind of explains why it's such a popular supplement. I mean, everybody wants more energy and to fight against that damage and all that stuff.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's not just general wellness. CoQ10 has gotten a lot of attention for its potential role in some very specific areas.
Right.
Particularly when it comes to heart health.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are some of the ways that it might actually make a difference when it comes to that?
So one of the most interesting connections that researchers have found is its potential to help with the side effects that can come with statins, which are those widely prescribed cholesterol-lowering drugs.
Right. I mean, they're really good for lowering cholesterol, but I know that they do have the potential to cause those muscle aches and weakness.
Absolutely.
So how does CoQ10 fit into all of that?
Well, studies have shown that statins can actually lower the levels of CoQ10 in the body.
Oh, really?
And this dip in CoQ10 levels could be a contributing factor to those muscle-related side effects.
So if you take it as a supplement, you can maybe replenish those levels and kind of undo some of that.
Precisely. And there's research to back this up.
Okay.
Some studies have shown that CoQ10 supplementation can actually reduce muscle pain by as much as 40% in patients taking statins.
Wow.
However, it's important to acknowledge that not all clinical trials have come to the same conclusion.
Right.
There are some conflicting findings out there.
So it's not a slam dunk case, I guess.
It's not a slam.
There's more research needed.
Absolutely. But when you look at all the evidence together, especially what are called meta-analyses, imagine combining the data from all those different studies like pieces of a puzzle. There's a pretty compelling case for CoQ10's benefit in this scenario.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I guess if someone's listening and they are taking statins and they're experiencing side effects, what should they do?
Well, before anyone rushes out to buy a bottle of CoQ10, it is crucial to talk to your doctor.
Of course.
This deep dive is for informational purposes only.
Right.
And it's not a substitute for personalized medical advice.
For sure.
Your doctor can assess your individual situation, consider any potential interactions with other medications you might be taking, and really guide you on the best course of action.
Okay, so that's statin-related muscle symptoms.
Yeah.
What else is out there?
Another promising area is congestive heart failure, or CHF for short.
CHF.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That sounds serious.
It is. This condition basically weakens the heart's ability to pump blood effectively, making it less efficient at circulating blood throughout the body. Remember how we talked about CoQ10 being so essential for that cellular energy production?
Right.
Well, that energy production is especially critical for a heart that's already struggling.
So almost like giving it a little extra boost to help it.
Exactly. That's the idea.
Okay.
There was a significant trial called the Q-SYMBIO study that showed some really promising results.
Whoa.
So in this study, patients with CHF who took CoQ10 supplements actually showed improvements in their symptoms and heart function.
Oh, wow. That's great.
And they even had fewer hospitalizations due to heart problems compared to the group who didn't take CoQ10.
Wow, that's really promising.
It is, but it's important to note that this was just one study.
Right.
And larger scale trials are needed to confirm these findings.
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
But it is really amazing to think about like this tiny little compound that we already have in our bodies.
I know.
Might have such a huge impact on such a serious condition.
Exactly. It speaks to the interconnectedness of our body systems.
Yeah.
And the potential for these natural compounds to support health.
Absolutely.
But again, more research is always needed.
Always more research, right?
Always, always.
It never ends.
Nope.
Okay, so to sum it all up, it seems like CoQ10 is this really interesting compound.
Yeah.
With potential benefits for heart health.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to statin-related muscle symptoms.
Right.
And then maybe even congestive heart failure.
Uh-huh.
But the science is still evolving, and talking to your doctor is key.
You got it. CoQ10 isn't a magic bullet, you know?
Right.
But it certainly shows promise in certain areas.
Yeah.
And it's definitely worth discussing with your healthcare provider to see if it might be right for you.
This has been such a fascinating deep dive.
It has.
I had no idea CoQ10 was so multifaceted.
Yeah.
I learned a lot today.
Me too.
It really does kind of raise the question, given what we've learned about it.
Yeah.
Its natural role in the body, its potential benefits, and the fact that it's relatively low risk.
Right.
Could CoQ10 be something that you should explore?
It's worth a conversation with your doctor.
Definitely talk to your doctor.
Yeah.
Do your research.
For sure.
Maybe we'll revisit this topic as more research comes out in the future.
Absolutely.
Until then, stay curious.
Stay curious.
Bye.
Bye.